For more options, narcs eventually do pay.
My reason for calling you is I love you. I miss you. I want to be in touch with you. Greg, please, I love you. Oh boy. Oh boy. I miss you. I love you, Sheila. Please get in touch with me, please. Bye-bye.
Message saved. Saved message.
Oh, hello, Sheila? Hi, this is Greg. Hi, baby. How are you? Oh, I'm just trying to... I hope to hear from you soon. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm just crazy. I'm just going crazy. Oh, baby, please. Oh, I wish I could talk to you now. Oh, baby. I miss you. I miss you so much. Okay? Oh, God, I'm glad I got in touch. I got in your phone anyway. Oh, thank you so much, Sheila. Oh, God. Oh, get in touch, baby. Get in touch with me, please. Okay? Bye-bye. I love you. I love you, baby. Oh, my God. Lord have mercy. Okay, baby. Bye-bye.
Message saved. Saved message.
Happy birthday to you.
Message saved. Saved message.
Is it saved? Are you doing a video?
Hello?
Yeah. Message saved. Yeah. There are no more messages. Okay. Yeah, I'm almost done in a minute. So anyway, like I said, don't sweat the small stuff. Anytime the narc, you can come in, babe. It doesn't matter. You can come in. It's safe. It's safe. That's my roomie. Anyway, yeah. Don't sweat the small stuff when I tell you that the narcissists, they eventually pay. Of course, this was my ex-fiance, and he wasn't horrid. He was like not a full-blown narc, but he cheated on me. And I already explained to you, once a person cheats on me, I'm done. You can't come back from that. But you see how they end up? You're sitting up here begging and pleading and whatever. I love you, Sheila. Were you thinking about that when we were together? When you should have been faithful? But you see how their end point, how it ends. Now he's sitting in the hospital, probably have no visitors coming to see. Am I going to visit him? Of course I am. Why? He was the love of my life, actually. He was. His big thing that he messed up with me is that he cheated. And I can't do that one. I can't do it. Forget about I can't do it. I won't do it. And I need you to understand, for my tubies and for all of my empaths out there, yes, they do eventually reap what they sow. You heard it yourself. I played this for you so that you can be encouraged to know that even though it may take time, it does happen eventually. As I gave the illustration in terms of when a farmer plants seeds, he does not get the harvest immediately. It takes time for that harvest to grow. It may take a season. It may take 2 seasons. Only God knows. At the same time, they do reap what they sow. I think I made it clear to you guys in some of my previous videos. I'm the only girl. I have 5 brothers. And out of my 5 brothers, only 1 is alive. The other 4, they were womanizers, pimps. The way they pimp women. God don't like ugly. They end up dying. My last brother, who was one of my favorites, Michael, he was 62 years old? 62. It took that long. He ended up with a pacemaker in his chest. And that didn't last too long. I had a conversation with him, heavy duty. He wanted to school me on all the games and all the tricks that men play. He said, you're my sister, my only sister, and I'm gonna hip you up on all the games that these guys play. So, I don't want nobody taking advantage of my sister. I appreciated that, of course. My other 3, Barano, who was my heart. I loved that boy. I loved him. That was actually, he was my first favorite. Michael was my second. He, unfortunately, he was a pimp. Damn it. The way he used to pimp women, but the way his reasoning behind pimping these women is because these women were loose. They were not faithful women. So he figured, if you're going to be a hoe, I might as well make money off of you. So that was his rationale. Of course, that's wrong. That's crazy. And then when he did have a good woman who had his son, he wasn't faithful to her. She was, well, actually she was a stripper, but but she turned her life over to God eventually, and he just was not faithful to her. There was one woman that I think he would have been faithful. That was Janice. She was Jehovah's Witness. She was on God's team. She was dark skinned, chocolate, beautiful chocolate. She was bright. She was sharp, and she had morals and standards. He would have definitely been faithful to her, but she didn't feel safe dating him or staying with him. She dated him and all, but she just didn't feel safe. Not that we can blame her. But that's the one female that would have definitely made a difference in his life. But anyway, the purpose of this video is, like I said, they do reap. I'm thinking about my other previous guy that I dated him for, what was it, 3-4 years, Robert Cruz. Yeah, he reaps too. He's walking around with an oxygen tank now. Can't breathe without it. I recently, well, not recently, but I've been to the city and I hung out with him for a minute. He can't do nothing without an oxygen tank. Bet you he's not cheating around now. What are we going to do? Paula's in the bed too? This oxygen tank? We got all three. What is this, a threesome? It's like, oh my God, Tubies. Oh, my empaths, I'm just celebrating this with you. And I wanted you to hear this first up front because I can't take you to the situations that I've been in. I should have a camera so you can see how awful these people end up. And that's what they get for not appreciating the blessing that God gave them. They had good women. And all they did was abuse the women, use them, treat them poorly. There are consequences, you know, in life. I had to make this quick video, hopefully to encourage you, because I was speaking with a couple of my, my Tubi subscribers, and I got these telephone calls, you know, and these women are hurting, you know. Let me give you an idea of what's up. Okay, wait.
Stage message.
Hello, Miss Show. This is Jennifer, and I'm calling you. I found your channel, and if you could give me a call.
Yeah, okay, we did, Jennifer.
Stage message.
Wow, I am in love with you. My name is Lady T, and I've been following you for about a month now. I just really realized I've been...
Okay, so we went into that. I don't want to go into their personal business.
Hi, my name is Sherelle Brown, and I got your number off of your YouTube website, and I was just calling to get dating advice if I could.
Message saved. Stage message.
Hey Sheila, I was calling to get your advice on something. My phone number is 610.
Oh, no, wait, no.
Message saved. Stage message.
Hi Sheila, this is Kara. Just watching some of your...
It's my girl. I love her. We talk all the time.
Good morning, Sheila True Love. I've been one of your subscribers. I have a question. My name is Karen, and my...
Message saved. Stage message.
Hi, Sheila. It's Steve from Meetup. Was calling about coming tomorrow to the meetup.
Message saved. Stage message.
Hey Sheila, it's Nicole at Grecian Terrace. We got your message.
Gotcha.
Message saved. Stage message.
Sheila, hi. This is Greg. I'm trying desperately to reach you. I've been trying for the last couple of days. I'm in the hospital. I need to reach someone. I'm in the hospital in the Bronx. The number here is
Okay, so that's the end of that because I'm not giving out numbers. I let you hear names, first names. I don't do people's last name. All of these calls, as far as I'm concerned, is confidential. I'm not going to go into the details of their personal business. I'm not going to do that. At the same time, I just wanted you to hear how many people are out there hurting. That's my son. I got a phone call here. I'll call my son as soon as I'm done with this video. But I wanted for you to hear it with your own ears. That there are people, this is why I make these videos in terms of narcissism. And I put this divorce court stuff on here so you could actually hear and you could actually experience this with me. Narcissism, it's a rampage out here. I even went to my assembly yesterday, and they even talked about narcissism in God's house. Well, they say it's God's house, whatever. Anyway, where God's spirit is supposedly at. Yeah, they even talking about it there. This is crazy. How people have no empathy, no compassion. They have no problem gaslighting you, projecting, doing all kind of crazy nonsense. They have no guilt whatsoever. Their conscience don't bother them at night at all. Narcissism. They don't have a clue on what sacrifice. You know, in a relationship, you have to make sacrifices and you have got to know how to compromise. That's what a whole relationship is built around. Am I correct? Narcissists they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. Anyway, I shared this with you. I hope this served to upbuild you and make you feel a little bit better for today. Okay? All right. I know I'm wearing the same outfit. It's just that when I came home yesterday, it's a great outfit. I mean, why not wear it twice? Anyway, peeps. Sheila True Love, you always have a choice. Please, please, I beg of you, choose wisely. Until next time, and you know we will get together again. We'll talk later. Bye for now.